Well, we are spending our morning here in downtown Greeneville, enjoying our bureau, telling you about different organizations and businesses and all the things that are happening here in Greeneville. We have a business that has just opened its third location here in Greeneville. We want to tell you all about it. We have Dr. Reddy joining us with RNA Medical Aesthetics. And Dr. Reddy, it is great to have you on the show this morning.
Great to be here, Amy, again. We're doing the series on Johnson City, Abingdon, and our latest Greeneville office.
Which is wonderful. You were telling me, of course, I've been to your locations in Johnson City and Abingdon, and you said you really felt like there was a need here in Greeneville.
Yeah, we had a lot of clients traveling from Greeneville to our Johnson City office, and one of my clients said, why don't you open in Greeneville? We have some space, and Frost Chiropractic is where we are located, and we've opened once a week. I come to Greeneville to do aesthetics and also really concentrating on a much needed service, which is our hormone replacement therapy and wellness. So we brought that to Greeneville. I think it's needed everywhere, but more so in these areas here.
And you talk a lot about health and wellness and really getting that baseline, doing that blood work and seeing what's going on. And when people realize what they may be lacking, it's almost a new lease on life.
Absolutely. And like we discussed earlier, it's a personal thing for me because I went through all the bad side effects of perimenopause, and I really don't think there's a need for it anymore. There's so much research out there, about the benefits of hormone replacement therapy, and I really want it out there for everybody to be educated about.
And of course, you have that medical background. You've also been in an ER. You've seen both sides, so you understand too how it really kind of starts from the inside out.
Yes, and again, we talked about the cellular health, and specifically for your heart, your brain, and your bones. And we don't feel those effects until it's too late, so it's very important to start replacing your hormones and at least start a conversation about it in your early 40s, actually. And I really wanted to bring that to Greeneville. I think there is a big need for it.
So you'll be offering those services, and then of course you mentioned your medical aesthetics. You also have those services available as well.
Yeah, we have pretty much everything we offer as far as injectables, the normal aesthetics part, but we do blood work, do consults here, and treat patients here in Greeneville for all the wellness and hormone replacement therapy.
And I know too, supplements, you really talk a lot about what we're deficient in and learning that and being able to make up for that in some of the supplements that you offer as well.
Yes, and we bring all that to Greeneville, and checking levels is very important for supplements. And having everything in one place, I think it makes it easier for people to just not have to go to 5 different places to get the entire requirements for wellness and health.
What have you learned over the last couple of years since RNA Medical Aesthetics has been established when it comes to women's health in particular? Because I know that's a big part of your clientele.
I think women's health has been very neglected. And the more we get into it, the more we learn that there is a big need for women to start having a discussion. And the previous taboos that were there about increased risk of breast cancer, all that have been disproved. Now, so it's very important for people to start thinking about it in their early 40s and even earlier for some people about not only the hot flashes and things like that, but also their bone health and heart health and brain health. And we have learned so much. They really don't teach all that in medical school, and I think that's a big disservice to women.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, too, that you mentioned a lot of people think, well, I can just get through it. I can get through those hot flashes. But it's the damage that it's doing long-term that also is taking effect on your patient.
Yeah, exactly. And you develop osteoporosis, and your fall risk increases and fracture risk increases. So you can prevent all that with just simple replacing the hormones that your body used to make all your life. It's not making anymore. So just replace it with the identical, what your body used to make, the same chemical structure. So it's not a synthetic medication that your body is going to reject, but it's just exactly like what your body used to make. So that's one of the big reasons we've become really, really vocal about perimenopause, menopause, hormone health for men and women. It's not just women. Men go through andropause, so we have to address those levels also.
And now addressing them right here in Greeneville. Dr. Reddy, thank you so much for joining us here in our bureau. Welcome to Greeneville.
Thank you. And we are on Tusculum Boulevard at Frost Chiropractic, and I'm here once a week on Wednesdays.
All right, and there is that information right there on your screen. As she said, you can check out their office in Greeneville. You can also visit them in Abingdon and, of course, Johnson City. For more information, you can check out their website, RNA Medical Aesthetics.com.